Hey there everybody, Eric from Outer Limitless coming at you today with another video. Now ThruNite is a company whose products I've come to greatly enjoy, rely on, trust, and just quite honestly appreciate. They do a fantastic job with their flashlights, but for me, the series of lights that I've definitely come to like the most for a number of reasons, the Catapult series of lights. Here today in my hands, this is the Catapult Mini version 2. Now I have looked at a number of the Catapult lights on my channel. I looked at the original Catapult Mini a while back, but here the version 2. So what we're going to do, we're going to get this out for some practical field use. I'm going to show you all the beam shots. It was really cool and nice to be able to use this in a very fun environment. Then we're going to come back to the studio. We'll go through this in a little bit of detail and I'll wrap it up with my final thoughts. And so with that said, I have a whole bunch to do and a whole bunch to share with you. And if you're interested in seeing a little bit more about what I'm about to get into, do me a favor, stay tuned. Now, before we get too far, I would like to say thank you very much to the people at ThruNite who did provide this for review. Be a pretty good journey. I'm not really looking to get my shoes on right now. yeah. Did you hear that? Definitely.
That was awesome.
Oh, I see him.
I was gonna say, he's got it. Oh yeah, there he is. Come right for us.
Yep.
A little bit higher. There you go. Big guy.
Just went under. There he is. Big long tail, right? Go make him mad. Beaver. That's, yeah, what would your kids do? He's taking off. Look at him. Double click it for that And so now back from the field use with the ThruNite Catapult Mini version 2. Absolutely awesome. I love this little flashlight. This thing is just sweet. It's a super performer. Just a wonderful, wonderful addition to the ThruNite flashlight lineup. So as we take a look at this, just a few things. Going to show you what comes in the box. Of course, the flashlight. Now this here is in the tan, which I love the way this looks. I love the tan. I think they do a fantastic job. It's just a beautiful color. They do have a couple of different offerings. They also have this in black and I believe in the silvery gray color. And then I had in my original version 1 kind of that silver gray color, which was really cool. But I do, again, I love the tan. I think it just looks great. And what I really like about this flashlight is how it just melts into your hands. For how small this is, it's an incredible performer. So not only do you get the flashlight inside, you'll see the battery. So unthreading this here, this is a very nice battery, 1100 milliamp hour ThruNite battery, 3.7 volt. This is an 18350. So an 18350, and this all translates to about 4 watt hours of power. So not a huge amount of power, but enough to do what you need to, and it had more than enough battery for the amount that you saw me use this, and I did use this beyond what footage you have seen. Gasketed and water resistant, of course. As you take a look here, this is a USB Type-C recharging flashlight. So here is your port. It does come with the cable, which is very simple. Replacement gasket covers and a lanyard. Little notice just to remind you to tighten down the head of the flashlight before you go to use it, the user's manual, and of course everybody's favorite snack. Now just to reiterate, as we went through the modes, you end up with a long press here. So that long press, not really going to see too much there, but the light is on. That is your 0.6 lumen Firefly mode that will run for 85 hours. Simple single press here. This is going into those memory modes. So here, this is the low mode. So the low mode here, that's 70 lumens. That will run for 6.6 hours. Long press to medium, 160 lumens, 2.75 hours. Long press here to high, 331 lumens, 68 minutes of runtime. Now, let's just say, for example, I'm basically going to long press this into the medium mode. So if we sit here and we wait, and at some point you have the flashlight running and you decide you want to change the mode, well, at this point, if I long press, you can see this does go up. So some of the flashlights in the most recent history, the memory at some point in time basically has sort of kicked it back down to the lowest mode. So once your programming sort of times out, it'll go back to the lowest mode. But here you can see with the Catapult Mini version 2, even if we wait here for a while, again, I'm just basically going to put this in the medium mode. So that's the medium mode. We're just going to sit here for a few seconds. We're going to give it the ability to time out. And if it does time out at this point, a long press, well, it does kick back up. So they're doing the programming kind of the way they used to back in the day. I have had a number of flashlights since then that basically, again, if you wait too long, we'll go back to the low mode, but that's not the case here. Quick double press, that's going to be your turbo mode. So turbo, that is a nice output. I can feel the heat. 1108 lumens, that will run for 80 seconds and then dim down to 358 lumens, which is right around that high mode, for another 62 minutes. Now, all in all, at the peak intensity, 66,150 candela out of this tiny little light, which is absolutely awesome. That's a fantastic beam intensity. This will go out to roughly ballpark 515 meters, and you saw that. You saw good quality performance at distance and lighting everything up. That was pretty sweet for a test. Quick triple press here. That's going to be your tactical strobe. Single press turns it back off. So a nice little flashlight, compact, fits in your hands wonderfully. Very, very nicely done from ThruNite. I am a huge fan of this flashlight. Now, just briefly showing this against its larger brother, this is the Catapult V6 version 2. This is also known as the SST70. So depending on where you get your information, again, the Catapult V6 version 2. So, I mean, this thing is just a nice quality beast. This kind of ends up with, I would say, the best of both worlds here. If you could have like two flashlights, one that's your high quality, just, keep it in your car or use it for, heavy duty activities, and then the smaller EDC friendly, this combination here is awesome. Just super, super awesome. I love these flashlights. They're absolutely fantastic, but at least here you can see just how small that Catapult Mini 2 is versus the Catapult V6. So again, to the people at ThruNite, very nicely done. Now, a couple last details and a few things to consider. This does not have a clip, so if you're going to be somebody that needs to absolutely have a clip for this to become an EDC option, that might not be the easiest or work for you. For me, I'll slide this in my pocket. I will have no problem. It also does not come with any sort of a holster or sheath, depending on what you call it. So that is another consideration. And another feature that we didn't exactly talk about, keep in mind the fact that this does have a memory mode. So if you leave it kind of in the middle somewhere, again, we'll leave it on the middle, turn the light off, and turn it back on. It does come back in that medium mode. So just another feature worth considering. And so, all right, guys, there you have it. A look at the Catapult Mini version 2 from ThruNite. Again, one of my favorite flashlight lineups from ThruNite. They do a fantastic job always, but the catapults just, they speak to me. The nice, smooth, oversized reflector, the good quality focused beam, that high candela intensity. In this case, the ability to just disappear into my hands, reasonable battery life, fantastic batteries in the first place, nice programming, the ability to get through the modes easily, quick double press to turbo, just a lot going for this light. I love it. I think it's great. So to the people at ThruNite, thank you very much for providing this for review. And for the rest of you, if you like this content, do me a favor. Take a look at my OUTER LIMITLESS 2 channel, which is more on the tactical and firearm side of things. At this point, that channel is growing quickly. I have a ton of videos up there. So if you like what you see here on OUTER LIMITLESS, do me a favor and check me out on OUTER LIMITLESS 2. So all right, guys, thanks for stopping by. I hope you like what you saw. I hope you found it a little bit informative. If you like what you saw, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for stopping by. Take care now. I'll see you soon.